Hello. I'm doing a new what if. I still haven't gotten any ideas for like the 50 sub special, so comment down below on this one, whichever one you want me to do for the 50 sub special. And this is what if Naruto had a karma seal. Now, I don't really know what a karma seal does because I really haven't really watched Boruto, and I don't really know what a karma seal really is. But I know the name, and I know that Boruto has it. And I looked it up, and it says that it can absorb the chakra, amplify it, and then send it back. So, yeah, that's basically all I know it can do. But I'm gonna give Naruto, like, another ability. And it's gonna be, I'm gonna give him so he's gonna have a karma seal, but it can do anything a normal karma seal can. So it can, like, absorb the chakra and stuff from ninjutsu based attacks. But I'm also gonna I'm gonna give him the ability that is karma seal. If he wants to, he can make a shield around him that's literally impenetrable. Like, it covers every single spot, up above him, below him, all around him. Like, there's no entrance. So that's what I'm gonna give him. But it takes a lot of chakra to use. So it's more of like a ninjutsu based defense with the karma seal. But it even drains Naruto, even with his immense chakra amounts. Because if any normal person like Sasuke did it, he would probably either die or be knocked out for a long, long time. Because that's a lot of chakra, my dude. But yeah, I'm also gonna make maybe make a few changes to the storyline, but probably not. But so we're gonna start off when Naruto's around 4, and one day, alright, here's how I'm gonna say he gets the karma seal. So, when he was 4, one day, he was getting bullied. And I'm gonna say that in his head, he was like, I wish I had power. And a voice came out and said, why do you wish to have power? And Naruto replies by saying, to protect the people that I love, which was nobody at this point, but he's thinking ahead at this point because he's a little bit smarter. That's what I'm going to say, because I said I was going to make a few changes, but he's a little bit smarter, so he says that, but while thinking ahead. And he also says that he wants to protect himself and people that can't, protect themselves, so, kids, and, just people that are weak in general, I guess. And then on his right hand, there's a karma seal now. So, hold on. Yeah, so he'll have a karma seal on his right hand. And I'm gonna say that with the karma seal, he gets, a voice in his head. So, it's it's another being, basically. So, instead of Kurama and Naruto being in there, there's also going to be another person, or thing, which I'll get into later, but, so, when he goes into his mindscape, there will be Kurama and another person. But, yeah. So, and then his karma seal activates, and I'm going to say that there were Chunin picking on him. So they throw some jutsus at him. He absorbs it and sends it back. And it knocks him out. yeah. So, and then he was kind of surprised. So then he goes to the third Hokage and asks him why he has this on his right hand. And then he holds out his right hand for the third Hokage to see. And the third Hokage, I don't even know if the third Hokage would know what it is. So I'm going to say he doesn't know what it is. So he's just kind of surprised and he doesn't know what it is. So he tells Naruto not to use it until they figure out exactly what it is. So, and I'm sorry, tell me if I'm doing something wrong, because I do not know any of the abilities for a Karma Seal. So, if you guys know any, please comment down below some if I missed any. And you can also comment down below if you want me to add some extra ones, but I really don't know what it does, so I'm kind of just going off Google right now. But, so, he's not allowed to use it, and I'm gonna say he started training and stuff, and this was around when he was like 6 or 7. So, I'm pretty sure they start going to the academy at age 8. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm just going to say it's age 8. So, he's basically been training since he unlocked the Karma Seal. So he could harness the power and understand what it does. And I'm going to say that every once in a while the third Hokage will call Naruto in just to test to see if the Karma Seal's gotten stronger or like weaker or like what exactly is happening with it. And most of the time nothing's happening, but sometimes it starts glowing. Like, you'll see what I'm doing with that later. And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna skip to when Naruto's 9. And he's probably like, he's not the bottom of the class, but he's definitely not the top. Because he's also been studying and like, so he knows like ninjutsu and stuff. He's gonna know some like pretty low basic stuff. But he's at least a Genin level. And so I'm gonna skip to when they graduate, because he's not allowed to use the Karma Seal up until when he graduates. So when he graduates, which he will graduate, because alright, I'm gonna give the Karma Seal another power. I don't know if it's an actual power or not, but I'm just gonna give it to him. And it's gonna give him every chakra nature, so all 5 chakra natures and yin and yang. So he passes the the test, and he gets on Team 7. And let's see. Okay, so he gets on the Team 7. But he does, I'm gonna say that Mizuki went up to Naruto and told him that if he can steal the scroll, he'll be promoted to instant tuning. And Naruto believed it because he's still somewhat naive, because he doesn't talk to people that much. He more of just keeps to himself most of the time. So he's a lot more quiet in this what if. But he does steal the scroll and learn Shadow Clone Jutsu. And he does beat up Mizuki and all that. And then I'm gonna say that when he graduates, they do their dreams, and then right after they say their dreams, and Naruto, his is the same, because but his actual dream is to learn how to harness the Karma Seal, but he doesn't say it. So after they say their dreams, Naruto goes to the third Hokage and asks him to practice with the Karma Seal. And I'm gonna say that, the third Hokage says yes. So Naruto starts training with it, so Hiruzen got some, ninjas to, send ninjutsu at Naruto. And Naruto can absorb it, and, I don't know if it's the actual, power of the Karma Seal, but if he absorbs, chakra, I'm gonna say, then he can, add it to his reserves. It won't be there permanently, so it won't, be infinitely expanding, but it will get, a little bit, his maximum amount of chakra will get a little bit bigger every time, but most of the time, it'll make the extra chakra just kind of, go over his max, so he'll have extra chakra besides his max, which won't increase it. It'll increase it, little by little, but not, super big. So. When he was training. Actually, no. Alright, so. Skip to the test. And Hiruzen, even though Naruto hasn't completely mastered the Karma Seal, he knows how to activate it by himself and, use it. So, Hiruzen grants him permission to use it. Under the supervision of Kakashi, though. So he can't do it, by himself. And, man, dude, I'm sorry. It's, 3 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah. So, he goes to the bell test, and, Kakashi explains everything, and he says start. The other two jump away, but Naruto, he just activates his seal. And I know that the Karma Seal expands, for Boruto, it kind of, comes up his arm when he activates it, or something like that. I don't know. But, I'm gonna say that when Naruto activates it, it'll make his whiskers like it is in the picture. So, it'll make him, thick. Thicker, and, you get what I'm saying. So, he activates it, and, Kakashi got the rundown from the third Hokage about the Karma Seal. But, what the third Hokage doesn't know, and neither does Naruto at this point, but he will eventually know. So, they're just kind of... The third Hokage knows that he can absorb jutsus, but he doesn't know that Naruto can use all 5 chakra natures, because he has to learn a jutsu from it to, actually know the nature. But he can learn it instantly. But he hasn't really tried it. He kind of sticks to, his original chakra natures. So, he's fighting against Kakashi, which isn't that great for Naruto, but I'm going to say that his Karma Seal gives him kind of a speed boost. Not, strength boost, but just speed. So he's a little faster than Kakashi anticipated. But he doesn't... He put away his book, because Naruto's kind of fast. But he doesn't need to pull out his Sharingan that fast. But, so, Naruto's on the offensive. Because Kakashi's kind of just, dodging and blocking. So, and then, Kakashi sends, a water, no. I'm gonna say that, Naruto started getting mad that Kakashi could just easily dodge him, and he started getting faster and faster with Kurama's amp, because he kept getting mad. And when he sped up to the point where Kakashi had to whip out his Sharingan. So he moved the headband and, he looked at Naruto. And Naruto, he looked directly at the Sharingan. And wanna know what happens? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to get what happens. Okay, I don't even know if that was 5 seconds, I wasn't really counting, but... So, he looks directly at the Sharingan. And in Kakashi's mind, he was like, you lose. But he tried to put Naruto under a Genjutsu, but it didn't work. But guess what happens? So, I'm gonna say that, because of the Karma Seal, he's resistant to Genjutsu. So, that, and not to mention, when he looked directly at the Sharingan, he copied the Sharingan. Yes. So, I'm gonna say that the Karma Seal, when he activates it, or actually, yeah, he copies the Sharingan, because I'm gonna say that when he awakened the Karma Seal, like, in his head, when the voice asked him if he wanted power, they also gave him a dojutsu, which he didn't know how to access, but because of the Kurama amp, it awakened, and he used it. And what it does is it can copy your ninjutsu, like it can copy it kind of like the Sharingan. It can copy Kekkei Genkai, like even the releases, so he can have like Swift release, Crystal release, like Bone release, like all that. Not to mention he can copy the dojutsu, which he can like switch between by will. But when he looked at Kakashi's, he had I'm gonna say that his dojutsu, if it looks at a dojutsu that has like stages, like the Sharingan, it starts at the first stage. So even though Kakashi has a 3 Tomoe, Naruto's gonna get a 1 Tomoe in both of his eyes. And, Kakashi's, he's like really surprised. And, they passed because teamwork or whatever, because the time ran out, and then Sakura, because I'm gonna say that Sasuke, he was using, like, ninjutsu and, like, sometimes hopping in to, like, try to get in taijutsu bout, but it was mainly Naruto trying to fight him. So Sakura gets tied up, and they feed her, they pass, blah blah blah, D rank, blah blah blah. Then there's like Land of Waves. So I'm gonna stop at the Land of Waves, but I will say, for future references, any dojutsu that may be extinct, there's also one other thing that his dojutsu can do. It can copy like the DNA. So if he finds a dead like person from that clan, even if it's like just a little bit of DNA, like their bones or something, like if he touches it, he can unlock their dojutsu. So like the Ketsuryu gun or like something like that. And I'm also gonna add my own Kekkei Genkais from other clans so he can copy them, so it's just a little more interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right before the Land of Waves. Please join my Discord server. Like and subscribe. 10 likes for part 2, because I don't know how this series is gonna go. So 10 likes for part 2, and peace out.